Hello all HDS staff, students, and community members. In October, our High Desert Hawks were challenged to write a 300 to 400 word essay entitled, "How Can I Be a Good American?" This VFW, or Veterans of Foreign Wars, youth essay competition entitled The Patriot's Pen gives students the opportunity to write essays expressing their views on an annual patriotic theme. The middle school essay in this competition is to write down a 300 to 400 word essay about a patriotic topic. This year's topic was, "How Can I Be a Good American?" It was inspiring to see our students reflect on the qualities they can embody in their youth as representatives of what it means to be a good American.
VFW posts around the country accepted submissions. Our local post, VFW Court Hill, posts in District 5, which encompasses the areas of Feline to Bishop, and from Lucerne Valley to Court Hill. There are 14 posts within a district and 17 districts in the state of California. We had 4 students participate by submitting essays. The first place winner from the post moves up to district level, then to state if they win at district level. Then that winner goes to nationals.
We would like to thank all of the students who have participated in this year's competition. All these essays were amazing. These students were very dedicated to High Desert. They succeeded to admirably represent this school with these splendid essays. Thank you to 8th grader Joaquin Mahia, 7th grader Francis Cabrera, and 6th grader Makila Williams and Michael Williams. All of you put so much effort into submitting your work. Thank you.
We'd like to have these students share their essays with all of you. There was a tie for 3rd place. Congratulations to Joaquin Mahia.
The Veterans of Foreign Wars asked, "How can I be a good American?" Well, I believe that to be a good American, I must be united with my community. To be united, I think the first step would be to respect others. To respect others means to be nice and kind. To do this, I use manners around others. I also try cheering people up just so everyone is happy. Another way I think I could be united with my community and my country is to be helpful. I can be helpful by doing others good favors, offering assistance to others doing something, and by giving others my time. As an adult, being helpful would also be giving others your time, but adults could also join the military, be a first responder, or do other things to help your country. For example, on March 11, 2011, a magnitude 9.1 earthquake occurred in Japan, causing a deadly tsunami. The United States was kind and helpful to Japan and sent first responders and medical help to save people's lives. Another way to be united is for all of us to live up to our country's name, the United States. Looking back to when the states were still colonies, the colonists from the North and the South joined together to fight for their rights and freedom. Now, because of the strong unity, we live in a free country where all people have fair natural rights. Also around that time, George Washington, the inspirational general, founding father, and the first president, gave plenty of advice to Americans in his farewell address, the speech that George Washington gave after his second presidential term. In this speech, George Washington wanted Americans to stay united. President George Washington also said, "Be Americans. Let there be no sectionalism, no north, south, east, or west. You are all dependent on one another and should be one in union. In one word, be a nation, be Americans, and be true to yourselves." I believe we must listen to George Washington and not judge one another like the North and the South did before the Civil War. So being respectful, helpful, and united is how I think I could be a good American.
Thank you, Joaquin, for those inspiring words. Being respectful, helpful, and united is a great way to be a good American.
Our next 3rd place winner is Michael Williams.
Hello, my name is Michael Williams, and today I'll be reading my How to Be a Good American essay. Have you ever heard of patriotism, devotion, and sacrifice? These are the qualities of a good American. Now, you're probably wondering what patriotism, devotion, and sacrifice mean. Patriotism means that you have pride, loyalty, and support for your country. There are many ways you can show patriotism. One way you can show patriotism is by voting. Voting shows that you care about your country because you are choosing the next leader for your country. Another way you can show pride and patriotism is by small acts of kindness, like opening a door for someone. We can support our country by protesting what we think is right for our country. Devotion is when you are loyal and supportive to your country. Devotion also means that you love your country and you're enthusiastic about your country. Sacrifice is when you give your own life for the safety of your own country. Another simple way you can be a good American is by recycling. When you recycle, you help save the environment and wildlife in America. Every time you recycle, you are saving our country. Let's keep America beautiful together. Now, what makes a good American good? A good American is always ready to sacrifice their life for another individual's life. A good American lives in peace and respects the differences of other citizens. A good American always has courage no matter what circumstances occur. A good American are always supporting their country. A good American always follows the rules and laws. We can bring patriotism to a brilliant standard by supporting military veterans and active duty members in the armed forces. In fact, I have 3 generations of military veterans on both sides of my family, and I also plan on joining as well. It would be an honor to defend this great nation. Together, we can all be great Americans.
Thank you so much, Michael. Another way you can show pride and patriotism is by doing small acts of kindness like opening a door for someone.
The second place winner was also from High Desert. Congratulations to Michaela Williams.
Hi, my name is Michaela Williams. Today I'll be reading you my essay on how to be a good American. How can I be a good American? How can I be a good American? Being a good American means being worthy to speak your mind and being worthy to be a leader for people or yourself. You treat people with respect and you don't judge people by their skin color, religion, or beliefs. A good American strives to live by the values of integrity, honesty, self-discipline, common sense, strength, love, kindness, independence, opportunity, generosity, compassion, courtesy, responsibility, respectfulness, and showing your best efforts. How can you be a good American? There are probably hundreds of ways. You can be helpful, be kind to people in need of help, give back, give to, be open to those who aren't that fortunate, and be a good citizen. How can I start being a good American? There are things you can do right now to be a good American. You can be active in your community, be productive, be well-informed, be observant, be a guide, and be prepared. You can do things that can help the entire world by reducing, reusing, recycling, conserving water, shopping wisely, planting a tree, not sending chemicals into our waterways, biking more, protecting endangered species, cleaning lakes and seas, and growing plants or vegetables. To me, being a good American can mean other things like knowing when you're wrong, giving people the benefit of doubt, and most of all, being a good friend. All in order to create the perfect union where people are created equal. Although it may not be the dictionary definition of being a good American, it is mine. So fill your heart with appreciation of who you are, and fill your spirit with thoughts of how you, your family, and your friends can all be good Americans. Together we can create the greatest nation in the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Michaela, for sharing your inspiring thoughts. You can be active in your community, be productive, be well-informed, be observant, and be a guide, and be prepared.
Our first place winner is Francis Cabrera.
First, I would like to thank the veterans of foreign wars for giving kids the opportunity to reflect and write about our great country. I also want to thank the teachers and staff from the Acton-Agua School District for helping me succeed academically, and to my parents for teaching me good values. How can I be a good American? Our founding fathers built America on the basis of opportunity, equality, rights, liberty, and democracy. These deep-rooted principles apply to all citizens who have the responsibility to honor them by putting them into practice. Good Americans enforce these principles in a remarkable manner, and this makes you wonder, how can I be a good American? It is constantly said that America is the land of opportunity. Therefore, it's in all of us to seize every opportunity to work on the things that help our country move forward. Being a productive member of society will lead to bigger advancements and better benefits. As a student, I can contribute by condemning what is wrong and preventing bad incidents from occurring once more. Because of this, I follow my school guidelines as well as passing them on to friends and classmates. I also value my education, including my teachers, my principal, and also my parents. All of them teach me very valuable lessons every single day, motivating me and preparing me for what could come in the near future, and I'm grateful for having them by my side. Just like Thomas Jefferson stated in the Declaration of Independence, all men are created equal, to refer to the people of our country as one. We should embrace these words to promote people's rights and liberties. True Americans don't just think of themselves, but show an altruistic sentiment for their country. The efforts of our forefathers who fought for our rights and freedom with great determination paved the way for the generations to come so we can enjoy the nation we have today. In the same way, today our valiant Americans who serve in the armed forces with passion and courage sacrifice their lives fighting for our rights. I feel proud and inspired by them because they set a brilliant example of patriotism. So, how can I be a good American? Well, the best way of being a good American is to adopt and utilize those fundamental principles that forged our country in my daily life. I would like to be the one to pass the torch of wisdom and determination to my peers so that they can become good Americans as well. I believe that only by doing so, we'll come out stronger and more unified as a nation. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, Francis, and congratulations! You are right that the best way of being a good American is to adopt and utilize those fundamental principles that forged our community in my daily life.
Thank you to all the students who submitted essays, and congratulations! We are so proud of all your students and the ways they represented High Desert and proud Americans.